And then he was eaten by the wolverines.
Sweet, buttery Jesus. Then what happened?
According to eyewitnesses, the wolverines then returned to the RV and were last seen southbound on Interstate 22.
Poor Stubby. We weren't the closest of friends, but still.
Yeah, to be eaten by wolverines.
How old was he?
47, 50, somewhere around there.
Too young. Yeah, especially that way. Being eaten by wolverines is an old man's death.
Hey, why so down, clowns? No, wait, let me guess. Did King Obama take away more of our freedoms? Is not having health insurance punishable by death now?
One of our friends died.
Well, he wasn't really a close friend.
More like an acquaintance. A friendly acquaintance.
Who was it? Was it Dunderhead? I haven't seen him around in months.
No, it was Stubby McMahon-Cheese.
Stubby McWho now?
Stubby McMahon-Cheese! He owned the Text Bubble, you know, the comic book store downtown.
Being that I am not a nerd, I have never been in that store.
Big, purple fur, one horn.
Nope, not a bell rung in this belfry.
He was in real good shape. I mean, you always saw him working out at the gym.
Oh yeah, that guy. And I loved staring at him through the window while I was working out. All sweat. He's dead, huh?
Yeah.
Well, why so depressed? Are you nerds worried about where you'll get your comics now? I have a few chick tracts that you can read.
You get that shit away from me. We're down because he died too soon.
And in a really horrible way. No one deserves to be torn apart by wolverines.
Wow, wolverines, really? Man, I wish I could have seen that.
Shut up, Fundie.
He was a great guy. Did you guys know that he read for the elderly on weekends? Yeah. He also donated hundreds of comics to the Children's Hospital.
And he ran the annual charity drive for the animal shelter every year. All ended because of hungry wolverines.
Why do bad things happen to good people?
I know the answer.
Oh, goody. Fundie knows the answer to the rhetorical question that no one asked him.
Well, I'm stupid curious. What is the answer?
He actually wasn't all that good.
What did you say?
I am speaking English. I said he wasn't good and God sent those wolverines as a punishment.
Are you trying to say that the reason that Stubby was eaten by wolverines was because he was being punished by God?
Didn't I just say that? Yeah. I mean, look at the evidence. He was eaten by wolverines. If he had been a good person, he would have died quietly in his sleep when he was 93.
Someone tell me what he's saying, because I've gone rage deaf.
As far as I know, Stubby was a great guy who helped people. Everybody liked him. What happened to him was a freak accident. Are you seriously trying to interject God into circumstances surrounding his death by slandering his character?
Look, it's like those people who lived on that island that got destroyed by the tidal wave. Or, New Orleans. If they had been good with God, they wouldn't have gotten a divine spanking.
What did he say? Should I kill him?
You don't want to know. Are you serious? Hundreds of thousands of people killed or injured, and you want to blame the victims?
Facts are facts. I mean, the alternative is that God killed all those people for no reason at all, and that is just crazy. God has justified reasons to do things, and since he is good, then the people he killed had to be bad. God does not kill good people.
Now, I believe in a lot of crazy things. I believe that climate change is caused by the overconsumption of pizza pockets. I believe that JFK faked his death to marry the queen of chupacabras. I even believe that the Transformers movies are based on actual events. But what you just said is nuttier than an elephant's poop.
Come on, guys, my ears haven't cleared. Someone pantomime what he's saying.
The only reason you say that Stubby must have been bad is that you actually can't answer the question, why do bad things happen to good people? Can you?
I just did. They weren't good people.
So in your fairy tale world, only bad people die horribly?
Yeah, who knows what horrible things Stubby did in private. Probably terrible, profane, and sacrilegious stuff if he cheesed off God so bad that he sent wolverines to take him out.
What about babies?
I don't know. Stubby could have done something with babies, I guess.
Not Stubby, you sicko. What about babies in general? What in the world could a baby do to deserve to die the way they do?
Yay! Finally, my rage has subsided and I can hear again.
Yeah, they're babies! Every year, millions of babies die of disease, starvation, and disasters. What could they have done to attract God's wrath?
Oh, that's simple. They are being punished for their parents' sins. See, sometimes God kills kids to punish their parents. And I'm deaf again.
So your blood god, in order to punish someone, will literally kill innocent children.
You make it sound wrong or something.
It is wrong!
Says you.
Says everyone. Your god is a freaking monster. He has worse morals than a mob boss.
We are not meant to understand divine justice, but just remember, if God does it, then it's divine. And if it's divine, then it's good.
Did he just justify child murder?
Yes, he did. I want rage deafness now because I can't stand to hear another thing.
Me too!
What happened to the Lord moves in mysterious ways? What was wrong with admitting that the God that you worship does things that you don't understand and maybe even can't understand?
Oh, there are plenty of Christians who say crap like that, but they're idiots. God is not a mystery. You're just upset because I have an answer as to why bad things happen to good people and you don't. The problem with you guys is that you want to force God to follow your flawed, man-centered morals, and that ain't gonna happen.
But if I killed the children of a man because that man did something wrong, I would be committing a sin against God, wouldn't I?
Yeah, look, there's only one guy who gets to kill kids all legal-like, and that is G.O.D.
The problem you has is that we live in a chaotic world where at times horrible things happen to good and bad people for no apparent reason. But you have to manufacture motives so that your God can stay good and great.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Look, believe what you want to believe, but keep it to yourself. Stubby was a good man who died badly, and I won't have his reputation besmirched because you have to make sure that your invisible friend still has a good rep. Got it?
But
Got it? You're just going to have to deal with the fact that your God routinely kills good people for no real reason.
Hey, I know. Let's do that part where we ask all them atheists, skeptics, and other confused half-wits what they think.
Good idea. What do you guys think?
Do some fundamentalist Christian types defame innocent people in death just so they can legitimize the supposed actions of their loving and just God and speak with an air of certainty?
Or are they making logical sense out of the actions of that God based on what they know?
Comment. Hey, my hearing's back.
Rage-induced deafness?
Yeah, rage deafness occurs when you hear something that makes you so mad that your ears shut down to prevent you from hearing more. It's a defensive mechanism.
So you've had rage blindness, rage catatosis, and now rage deafness?
Maybe your body is trying to tell you something.
Yeah, maybe, but since when do I take orders from anybody?
Anyways, what did I miss?
Fundie implied that since good people die in horrible ways, that they probably weren't good in the first place, or God wouldn't have killed them.
And I asserted that Fundie only did that so his God would have logical motives.
God. Yeah?
Having logical motives?
Yeah, what's so outrageous about that?
Let me ask you this. How logical is it for your God to create a gay, fundamentalist Christian monster?
It's perfectly logical. Because he's awesome. Hello, my fellow Opinion Villagers. Today is Friday, March 14th, 2014, and it's Moth-er Day, Potato Chip Day, Pie Day, World Sleep Day, and International Ask a Question Day. And I have a question for International Ask a Question Day, and that question is, who's responsible for approving holiday day requests? Who? Someone just tell me. I want to hug them. Seriously, I just want to give them a great big hug. Okay, a real quick announcement before I move on to the questions. As most of you know, I make these videos on my work breaks and on my lunch. So starting next week, for about a month, I'm going to be going into training, which is really going to eat up a lot of the time that I have in my ability to make these videos. Now, it may mean that I'm just going to be rearranging my schedule, and it's not going to be any interruption in the normal flow of how you guys get these, which is every Friday. But don't be surprised if a video may run late or come in on Saturday. By that is what I mean. Or that some of the videos get broken up or they come out in spurts or whatever. But it's only temporary, and then after that month, things will go back to normal. Okay, everybody? Is it okay? Okay. And now on to the questions. Merkwoodian asks, IQ for Fundie. Is Pastor Manning right and Obama has released homo demons to lure men from traditional marriages? How's your homo demon doing, by the way?
Pastor Manning means well, but he obviously doesn't understand that there are no such things as homo demons. Those were probably just some confused teens hanging out behind his church that he saw. How does he know that those teen boys are gay? How do you think?
Atheist King asks, IQ for Sensi. What do you think of R2-D2?
My mom doesn't let me watch any of the Star Wars movies because she says that R2-D2 is like always using bad words and that all he ever does is use potty language. And, those movies for robots are rated like NC-17 just for language alone.
Joel James asks, IQ, is evolution a lie? Well, I mean, like everything, it depends on who you ask. If you ask a creationist, they'll probably say yes. If you ask an evolutionary biologist, they'll probably say no. The question really doesn't mean anything because in order for evolution to be a lie, that would mean that the thousands upon thousands of scientists who work in that field are all intentionally lying to deceive. In other words, evolution was created intentionally to deceive people, and I don't think that's the case. I believe that they have constructed the idea of natural selection based on what evidence is available. It's not there to deceive. In order for it to be alive, everyone would have had to have gotten together and go, okay, we're going to tell this really big lie and we're going to deceive a whole lot of people. That is what a lie. Telling someone what you believe to be the truth when it actually isn't lying. It's just being wrong. I don't believe that, for example, creationists necessarily are lying to people when they're telling them about their creationist theories. I believe that they're laying out what they believe to be the truth. I don't label creationist theories as lies. I believe them as being theories created by people who are looking at a different set of evidence. Now, I personally believe that they're looking at that evidence incorrectly, but that's my opinion. Doesn't necessarily mean it's right in the end. And could something replace evolutionary theory or natural selection? Sure, something else could come along that has even more compelling evidence than that. Doesn't mean that evolutionary theory or evolution through natural selection was a lie previously. It just meant that the way scientists were looking at it was incorrect. That's kind of the crux of the entire argument. But do I think that anyone is just lying? No. Maybe a few people, but that would be hard to prove. I honestly believe that neither side is lying to the other side in order to intentionally deceive. Eli Trips asks, intimate question. Hey Fundie, want to smoke a bowl for Easter?
The only thing that I smoke for Easter is a ham, buddy. And maybe my boyfriend's bowl. Whoa, did I say that out loud?
Tam C. Leet asks, intimate question. Does Puppet Jason play any instruments? I'm starting a band, so even if he can't play anything, I'd still like him to help with a name.
Oh, I have an instrument, but I don't play it. My girlfriend does. Get it?
My girlfriend? No? Actually, I play my instrument all the time. But she's almost never home. The question? Oh, right. Anyways, yeah, I don't play any instruments, but you still need a band name, right? So, how about, Puppet Instruments? That seems appropriate. Okay, that's it this week. Remember, if you have a question that you want to ask me, leave it down below, addressed to Intimate Questions, and if it's within the first 5, it will get answered. Until next time, my sensational super soldiers, this has been Jason with a T. Hey, Jason. What? Time to make the shout-outs. Let's take a little cuteness and a little appreciation and a little thankfulness and bake us up some hot, fresh, delicious shout-outs. Okay, I'll preheat the oven. Let's do it. I think I confused you a little. We're not actually going to bake shout-outs. I know. Because that would be impossible. Totally impossible. You can't bake shout-outs, Jason. I know, you were using a metaphor. I was not. That's disgusting. I would never touch a metaphor. You are sick. Do the shout-outs. Do you mean bake them? Do the shout-outs. Okay. Hey, everybody. Time to shout out your name. And not bake them from dough and serve them hot with butter. Hey-o. Ostrich lives. Yay, the ostrich lives. I thought for sure those lions ate you. People are wrong. You can say that again. This one time a guy said he had candy and puppies in his van. He didn't. John Adams. You mean old-timey founding father guy John Adams? Well, that means that you're a ghost. Or a zombie. And I'm scared of both. King Atheist. I don't believe in King Atheist. See what I did there? Aaron Ra. Are you a mummy? Because your name is kind of like a mummy. What? He's what? Bigger than King Atheist? Amhotep Heru. Okay, that last guy was not a mummy, but you are definitely a mummy. Great. First a ghost, and or a zombie, and now a mummy. Which is just a really dry zombie. The real degenerate. My Aunt Clovis is a degenerate. At least that's what my mom says. She says she lives in a crack house and watches too much pornography. And as soon as someone tells me what those things are, then I'll know what a degenerate is. Larry is here, 1. Finally, Larry is here. Where's my pizza, Larry? My friend, Wolf. I tried to make friends with a wolf. I gave him a nice juicy steak and he gave me several bites to my face and hands. And then the doctor gave me rabies injections. James Brown. Okay, that is the 3rd dead guy to subscribe this week. I am out of here. Remember to ask me, Jason, if you want to get shouted out. Bye. Where are you going? I'm not staying. This segment is haunted. The segment isn't haunted. Yes, it is. Leave now before they get their ghost juice all over you. Oswald, I heard those names and I promise you they weren't ghosts. Are you sure? I'm positive. They were zombies. Ah!
Oh, hello all you lucky peoples. You just watched an episode of Opinion-Ville, and there ain't anything better on the internet than that, right? Well, I mean, except for all those other YouTube channels that got, like, professional quality values on them. I saw one that had, like a beaver, or maybe it was a muskrat, and then this red guy, and then they sang a song, and I think one of them fell down a lot. That was pretty good, a lot better than this one, I'll say that for sure. But, I mean, if you like mediocre entertainment, then click on the subscribe button that's somewhere around me. I'm not really sure where. I'm going to assume that it's over there. Subscribe button. And if it's not over there, then it's a technical difficulty. Or click on the previous episode if you want to watch that. Or click on the button for the music guy. Or click on the button for the store, which is inexplicably open into its 2nd month past when it was supposed to be closed. Okay, that's it. So long.